Welcome back to the Bearcat Coaches Show. I'm Turner Kirby here with head women's basketball coach Stephanie Gelhausen. Coach, you guys lost a tough game to a really good Tusculum team on Wednesday, but you guys found your shooting stroke after a tough shooting game against Fayetteville State, shot 50% from the field, and shot over 60% in the first and fourth quarters. What did it say about your team to be able to come back from such a tough shooting game against the Broncos to be able to find your stroke on Wednesday night?
Yeah, well, I was really proud of our offensive execution. That's something we really worked on after Fayetteville was finding the best shot for us, and something that correlates with that 50% was a positive assist-to-turnover ratio, and I was really proud to see 16 assists on the game and just really unselfish play.
You guys had three players in double figures, Gordon, Santoro, and Langley. What did you see from that trio that led the team?
They just took high percentage shots. It was a full team effort. We had a lot of inside-out action for Corey to hit some threes, and another note is with Deja and Tanaya both finished, I believe, with 5 assists on those points, so they were really just moving the ball well.
You guys went an uncharacteristic 2 from 7 from the free throw line, but still ranked top 30 nationally in free throw percentage. How much of an advantage is it knowing you have players that are so cool at the charity stripe?
Yeah, it's an advantage when we're making them, that's for sure. No, but it's just a lot of trust, and I don't think that they feel as much pressure. It's something that we practice, and they just have to trust the work that they put in.
You guys had kind of a strange 10-day break after your last game. You don't really get those this early in the season. What have you guys been working on during this extended time off?
Yeah, us. We hit the ground running with, I think, 4 games in a straight 8-day period, and then finished with those last 2. And now we've been able to see our weaknesses against opponents, and we've really honed in on that these last 5 days, and we got a few more to work on it.
So the Limestone Saints coming to Horn Arena next. The Saints can score. They average almost 70 points a game, and they're very stingy on defense as they force 21 turnovers a game. What's going to be the key on Saturday to coming away with a victory?
Valuing the ball, valuing the possession, just taking care of it. They run a funky zone. They run a press into a zone that can really cause a lot of problems if you don't work on it and just move the ball. So as long as we take high percentage shots and we value that possession, we should be in a good position to compete.
Coach, thank you very much. Good luck this coming Saturday. We'll be back with the Bearcat Coaches Show right after this.
Thank you.
If you're looking for a place to enjoy good eats and good times, look no further than Sports Break. Great food, friendly service, and a fun atmosphere have been on the menu since 1990. So bring the family by for lunch, stop in to watch a game, or enjoy a late night with friends with some cold drinks while listening to live music at Sports Break.
Welcome back to the Bearcat Coaches Show. I'm here with head wrestling coach R.C. LaHaye. Coach, you guys hosted the Carolina Clash this last weekend, and you had it in Horn Arena this time compared to the Peace Gym. How did it feel finally having that event in the big building of Horn Arena?
Well, it's a good environment. Horn Arena is an awesome place to watch wrestling. The stands come right on top of the mat, so I think overall it was a much better environment.
You guys were recently ranked top 5 in the nation, along with being number 1 in the Super Region. How does it feel not just to be happy with receiving votes, but be among one of the elite programs in the nation?
Well, it feels good. We've put a lot of work in, and but at the end of the day, it's just a ranking. We've got to go out and win matches and really get to the point where we're competing for national championships, and we're not there yet. So we have a long way to go still.
At the Clash, you guys went 3-1. I saw you steamroll number 12 Glenville State squad and narrowly lost to West Liberty 18-17 in what was probably an instant classic duel. Who were some of the wrestlers that you were particularly impressed with?
Well, you got to mention Zeth first. He's getting bonus points every time he goes out there. He's looking for pins for the team. He's our leader. He's our defending national champ, and he's going out and wrestling like it. And then you got young guys like David Huntsberger. He's coming out as a true freshman. He was in high school 6 months ago. And now he's beating some of the best guys in the country. So I think he's going to be a guy to watch. But really top to bottom, the guy's really scrapped hard.
So you guys have the rest of the week off before going to Indianapolis for probably one of the biggest wrestling tournaments in the country in the Midwest Classic. Probably some people call it pre-nationals.
Yeah.
What should we expect from a competition that'll bring you up against some of the best teams in the country?
Well, I think the biggest thing for our guys is they need to get a feel for a 2-day tournament. 2-day weigh-in, big brackets, 4, 5, 6 matches. That's what the national tournament's going to be like. So that's what we're using this for, preparation for March.
Coach, good luck this coming week. We'll be right back with the Bearcat Coaches Show right after this.
Open since 1959, the Dixie Drive-In is home to the Dixie Cheese. A shorter restaurant with a family-friendly atmosphere, the Dixie Drive-In offers comfort foods like burgers, fries, and sweet tea. Located across the street from the Jeff May Complex at 600 Montague Avenue. Be sure to plan your post-game meal at the Dixie Drive-In.
Welcome back to the Bearcat Coaches Show. I'm here with head men's basketball coach Omar with Todd. Coach, a slow week for you guys, but the last time out you scored over 100 points against Morris College. It seemed everyone was getting in on the scoring during that game. Dom led the way with 15 and 12, a double-double that featured 6 of 8 for 3. How did this play help set the stage for a big win for you guys?
Dominic played well. He played well. I was happy to see him make some shots, and he gathered some confidence in that regard. 25 points, 12 boards is pretty good. He did a good job. I thought the guys played unselfishly. They took care of the ball. For the most part, got a little bit of hot dog, a little bit of fancy unnecessarily at times in the first half, turning it over for no reason. But ultimately, guys played, did what they're supposed to do, took care of business in the fashion that they should, considering, what the opponent brought to the stage.
You guys were all over the board. You guys had 60 rebounds, 20 of those being offensive.
Good.
How can you guys win the rebound battle as you prepare to host Fayetteville State this week?
You got to go. You got to go, and they know what it is. Since the Newberry loss, when we did not crash the glass in the proper fashion, we reinforced and emphasized even more so the fact that, look, if you're not crashing the offensive glass, you're coming out of the game. We have certain people that we want to get back, but most guys we want to go get them and go play volleyball on the glass. And since that game, I think we had 18 on the O boards versus King. And I guess it was 20. I thought it was 18, but 20 versus Morris, and that's what it is. And they know what it is. I have a coach on the bench that's his primary focus is watching our offensive rebounding. And if I'm informed or if I notice somebody that should be crashing doesn't crash, they get pulled immediately.
Jungkook Wet continues to make his presence known on both ends of the floor. He had team-high 3 blocks and is up to 12 on the season. How's this knowing when he's on the court he can be such a disruptive force against opposing offenses?
Yeah, he's a high-level defender. You know what I mean? He's a high-level defender. That's what we thought he would be when we saw his clips. When he was in the transfer portal, we saw his clips in Northern Arizona. We thought he'd be an elite defender across the board. He's disruptive on the ball. You can put him on, literally, you can put him on any position, 1 through 5. He's mobile enough to guard on the perimeter. He's athletic enough to rim protect and alter and block shots. He's got a bunch of alters as well, not just block. He does a good job as a deterrent down there, and he's a heck of a defender.
So you guys take on Fayetteville State this week. Team that's got back-to-back wins against USC Aiken and Methodist, and then they battle Virginia State in the midweek this week.
Right.
How do you game plan for a team that might be coming in on a 3-game win streak?
No, they're good. They're a good team. They've lost a lot of close ones. I think just 2 double-digit losses to 2 top 10 teams in America, and then all their other losses have been within 5 points, 3 points here or there. I think they got one of their best players back in that 2-game win streak. They really dominated a really good USC Aiken team. That's a good basketball team. There's no question about it. They're tough. They're stout defensively. They're methodical offensively, and they do a good job. They're very well coached. That's a good basketball team. I expect them to compete for the CIAA title this year. They started off slow, but picking up steam. As you mentioned, we got to prepare for it like any other game. You got to be ready to ball regardless who the opponent is. And I think the guys have to come ready and come correct because Fayetteville State's a heck of an opponent. And if we're gonna bring our best effort, catch an L.
Coach, best of luck this coming Saturday. Thank you for listening to the Bearcat Coaches Show.
Thank you.
Break on the Lake offers a menu loaded with a wide range of delicious seafood and steaks, along with an amazing selection of handcrafted cocktails. From appetizers to soups and salads, Break on the Lake's food is served with an intimate space perfect for a cozy meal with family or a quiet date night. Whatever you're here for, you can always count on Break on the Lake for fresh seafood and a warm welcome from their team. Thanks to Sports Break and Break on the Lake, proud sponsors of Bearcat Athletics.